Episode 5, The Broken Balance. Leo begins to realize the escalating consequences of his powers. As the group nears the rumored settlement, they encounter a mysterious distortion field, a tear in reality unlike any before. Through this, Leo discovers a fragment of his past, revealing the deeper purpose of the devil's bargain. The price of his power becomes clearer, and his resolve is tested like never before. Scene 1, The Journey to the Settlement. The wasteland stretches endlessly under a murky, ash-filled sky. Leo leads the group, Amara skipping slightly ahead, her doll swinging in her hand, and the man following cautiously, his eyes scanning the horizon. The journey to the settlement had been long, each step heavy with tension. For Leo, the wasteland wasn't just a place of survival, it was a reflection of his own struggle to contain the chaos inside him. Do you think the settlement will have food? Maybe real beds? If it's still standing, don't get your hopes up too high. Leo's face, stoic but pained, his eyes fixed on the horizon. It'll have something. It has to. But deep down, Leo felt the pull of something darker, an unspoken truth he couldn't yet name. Sound of faint humming, like a low vibration growing louder. Scene 2, The Distortion Field. The group stops abruptly as the ground before them ripples unnaturally. The air shimmers like heat waves, and cracks form in the fabric of reality. Amara, Leo, what's happening? The distortion field pulsed with chaotic energy, a tear in reality unlike anything Leo had seen before. It wasn't just a rift, it was alive, pulsating with fragments of memory and shadow. Leo steps forward, his fists glowing faintly blue as he raises a hand toward the distortion. Man, don't. We don't know what that is. Leo, I have to. Stay back. Sound of the distortion humming louder as Leo approaches. As his fingers brushed the edge of the tear, a sudden surge of energy pulled him in. The world twisted around him, and for a moment, there was only darkness. Scene 3, A Fragment of the Past. Inside the distortion, Leo stands in an infinite black void, fragments of light swirling around him like stars. The light coalesces into a vision, a younger Leo running through a lush green field, laughing with a woman. The field was familiar, yet distant, a memory buried deep within Leo's mind. The woman's face glowed with kindness, but her words were drowned in static. Sound of faint, fragmented voices. Mom, wait for me. But as quickly as it came, the memory darkened. The field crumbled into ash, and the woman's face blurred, replaced by the devil's glowing red eyes. Do you see now, boy? What you left behind, what you traded for your second chance. Leo's fists clench, his veins glowing brighter. You took that from me. You made me forget. No, you gave it up. The power I gave you, it wasn't just a gift, it was a choice. And every choice has its cost. Sound of laughter echoing as the vision shatters like glass. Scene 4, Escaping the Distortion. Back in the wasteland, the distortion field begins to collapse, pulling everything toward its center. The man shields Amara as debris flies through the air. Leo, get out of there. The tear closed in on itself, threatening to swallow him whole. But Leo, fueled by anger and determination, summoned a distortion shield to force the energy outward. Sound of a deafening crack as the distortion implodes. Leo collapses onto the ground, his breathing ragged. Amara rushes to his side. Leo, are you okay? Leo weakly, forcing a smile. I'm fine, just tired. But his mind was anything but fine. The fragments of memory clung to him, the devil's words echoing louder than ever. Scene 5, A New Determination. The group stands at the edge of the distortion's aftermath, a scorched circle of earth where the tear once was. Whatever that was, it's not over. These things are getting worse, aren't they? They are, but I'm not letting it end like this, not without answers. Amara places her small hand on Leo's arm, her voice soft but steady. We'll find them, together. Leo stared into the distance, the faint outline of the settlement just visible on the horizon. The burden of his power was heavy, but for the first time, he felt a flicker of hope. If the devil's bargain had a price, he would find a way to pay it, on his own terms. Sound of footsteps fading as the group walks forward, the wind picking up. The wasteland held many secrets, and Leo knew the truth was out there. But the cost of uncovering it, that, he feared, would be far greater than he could imagine. Ominous music swells, then fades to silence.